kick to the gut.
I like it.
Oh, how we doing? How we doing? Happy holiday. Selamat Hari Raya to you, my brother.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Only in Singapore, apparently.
Only in Singapore. Bro, don't worry, bro. We are special. One extra day to fast. One extra day to, keep up the regiments.
Right. Can you actually explain that? Okay, before we do anything though, what's up? It's Mister Young.
And it's foreign in the building. Yeah, man. You want me to explain it? Yeah, it's actually very easy to explain. But I don't know why people complicate shit. Okay, so we take a slight detour because apparently in Singapore, we are the only country in the region that hasn't officially celebrated Hari Raya Puasa, Hari Raya Aidilfitri.
Correct.
But the rest of the region, they already fireworks set off over the causeway, boom, boom, boom. They all not fasting anymore. They all can start eating.
Okay, yeah.
So one thing a lot of people don't really know, right? Especially, if you're not celebrating or like practicing fasting, is we follow the Islamic calendar.
That's right. Yeah.
So the Islamic calendar is by lunar. It's the lunar calendar. So that's why, right? When we fast the Ramadan month, right? Every year it goes one month earlier.
Right.
So like last year it was in May, now it was in April. So because we're following the lunar calendar, and the Islamic calendar is it's not 12 months lah. It's less than that. So that's why we do that. But also how we see whether we officially entered the month of Shawwal, which is the next month after Ramadan, is they look at the crescent moon.
Okay.
So like lunar calendar, you see the moon appear, then the start of the new month already.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So technically, the moon can be seen from certain countries, can be seen from other countries on other dates, right?
I see.
It's like time zone also. Like today is Tuesday here, but in America it's not really Tuesday, it's still Monday.
I see.
Yeah. So actually in this region, the last couple of years, there have been situations where in Malaysia can see the moon, but in Singapore can't see because cloudy or whatever it is. So that's just the case lah. But you know why people are complaining?
Why?
Because they don't want to fast anymore. They want to faster celebrate. They want to go out, OTD all. Fuck lah, bro. Just one year puasa, why you complain?
I guess the good thing is we have 2 days of holiday. So, there's the Labor Day holiday and then there's tomorrow's holiday as well. So, okay lah, super long weekend. Everybody can relax and enjoy, huh?
Yeah, win-win situation for everybody.
Yeah. Let's say hi to the people in chat, by the way. The fine folk who have dropped by to hang out with us on a Monday holiday. No, the fact that it's a holiday and you're not sleeping in and you're spending your holiday with us, we appreciate that shit. Tovakin, how you doing? Yo, Sportscaster Podcast, Jason, aka Jason, what's going on? How you doing, man?
Yeah, man. Hey, Jason celebrating Hari Raya, I hear, right?
All right, yeah, already in Brunei,
Yeah, guys, it's great, man. You know why the great thing about talking and having our podcast on a public holiday?
Yeah.
Everyone lepak can listen from home. And we can talk without any stress of having to end our lunchtime break. Must go back to work.
Exactly. But then again, we also want you to get back to your holidaying and celebrating. So let's get down to business, shall we?
Yeah, of course. Today's business point at hand is very simple, very straightforward, right, Mr. Young?
Well, there are two things we want to talk about. Sure, we might dive into AEW, but honestly, the last week, it seems like both company relax Jack a bit. There's nothing that really jumps out at me other than I'm wearing this in solidarity with the recently released, actually no, it was just in my wardrobe. The recently released WWE talent. But we'll get to that in a bit. We'll also preview Backlash. I just want to give a big shout out as well to our local wrestling companies, by the way. Kudos, once things were announced to be opening up, events popping up left, right, and center. Bro, May is gonna be cray.
Yeah, man. Over the weekend, I saw that SPW had their first proper event, but it was a closed-door event for the migrant workers. So they had a Labor Day special.
Yeah.
Storm the Dome. Cool name, bro.
Yeah, it is. And they always do that every year. So that's very cool. Giving back to our migrant workers who basically build Singapore. Tovakin says, if lying on the bed and listening, does it mean I'm doing both? Yes. And that's great.
Yes. Who lies still and is dead?
Who lies still and is dead?
Okay, never mind. No, who is a liar but is dead? That's the riddle from the Batman, bro.
Who is from the Batman? I don't even remember, yeah.
Bro, one of the riddles was who lies still and is dead. Who is a liar and is dead? Bro, I just spoiled the entire joke.
It's like trying to tell somebody else's joke and then botching it, and then it's like, huh? What?
Bro, WrestleMania, bro.
Go and watch the Batman if you haven't already. But then again, who hasn't? Talking about superhero movies, I know we're going on tangents everywhere. That's the best thing about this show. It's not just about wrestling; it's about real life.
Yeah, man.
And we've always drawn this connection, right? Wrestling fans and comic book fans, like, macam from the same vein. We really dive in. We really love our characters. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, coming out tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, Wednesday. I'm so excited, bro. But fair warning to everybody, stay off Twitter. Stay off the internet. Spoilers everywhere.
Oh dear. Is it already? Has the spoilers already started?
Yeah. Because they already did like their preview screenings. Like not preview screenings, sorry, the premiere already. Like, you know, like the Hollywood premiere. Because for this one, they didn't allow any like media screenings at all, you know.
Okay, so they do not want like early like reviews or social media reactions yet, right?
Because I think what it is A, they know that it's a good movie, so they don't worry about that. B, they don't want these fellas to, you know, spoil, you know. Like all these media reviews, you know, one or two fellas will be like, okay, by the way, so and so, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know what? The best thing about watching a Marvel movie is you know there is going to be some surprise. There's going to be some mind-blowing reveal. We just went through the whole entire Spider-Man like craziness last year, end of last year. So like it's great to have a proper Marvel event happening again. And bro, you know, bro, I will be in my baju kurung sneaking away from visiting to go to the cinema, bro. Confirm.
Heck yeah. And you know, like, especially now, the whole theme is the multiverse, right? Who knows who is going to show up? Yeah. Just like in pro wrestling, you never know who's going to show up. And maybe one of these releases, you like how I segued into that very smoothly, by the way.
Very smooth.
I am a professional and you know it. Okay. We're going to smoothly segue right into the fact that surprises, maybe some of these release talents will show up in AEW.
Maybe. At the end of the day, we saw some of the big headlining names that got released, right? Dexter Loomis, very surprising, bro. Very surprising. What's your thoughts on that?
It's like I don't understand why they didn't see anything in him, or maybe his contract was too expensive. You know, a lot of this is budget reasons, right? Remember, we said the same thing with people like your Keith Lee's, but then again, Keith Lee's kind of proving everybody's point here. Samoa Joe,
Yeah. No, but I get what you mean. But with Dexter Loomis, could it be just a matter of he's just too old?
Maybe that too, yeah. But I mean, especially now they love this whole cartoony presentation of the WWE. I think he would have fit in quite perfectly, like, you know.
Yeah, he would be a great creepy bastard stalker gimmick guy.
He could have been both heel and face. Like from what we've seen, he can play sort of like a Dexter, kind of lovable, homicidal, lovable sociopath.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Not homicidal, death-defying Sabu, right?
No, not Sabu, no. But you know what I mean. And he can flip it around and be totally heel and creepy.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, wasn't he like in the middle of some sort of like burgeoning tag team with Duke Hudson? Okay. Didn't they challenge for the title just last week?
They fired the wrong fella. That's all I have to say.
Look, why did they never fire Duke Hudson?
I get it. Duke Hudson is younger, probably, so maybe he got more upside. Maybe his contract is worth less. But like Duke Hudson, from the gambling poker man to whatever he was with Dante, and then now like they got rid of
all over the place.
They got rid of the wrong one. They did get rid of the right one in that stupid whole angle, Persia Parada.
Yeah, she wasn't really showing much, especially when you compare her with Indy.
Yeah. Can you imagine they work an angle where they just switch boyfriends and then the other two disappear?
Duke end up going after Indy, is it?
Yeah, or they end up together. Like,
oh man. The thing about Dexter is I am actually a long time fan of him. You know, I follow his career in TNA.
Okay.
Do you know that in TNA he was called Samuel Shaw and he had a creepy angle stalking Christy Hemme? Do you know about this?
Oh, no, I did not. But he sounds like he could have pulled that off.
Yeah, but funny thing is, right, before he had this like whole blonde guy with the mustache, he was actually clean cut. And he looked a lot like Patrick Bateman, bro.
Oh, as in like, Patrick Bateman from American Psycho.
Yeah, a bit like Christian Bale, and he was a damn good-looking guy. And he was this like, you know, like where in American Psycho you thought he was like a good-looking, like confident guy, but he actually freaking weird and psychotic, right?
Yeah.
He was playing the exact same gimmick, and I feel Dexter Loomis I think they saw his work in TNA doing that, stalking Christy Hemme, having that kind of crazy feuding with Ken Anderson, the Mr. Kennedy back in the day. And so he got a lot of growth in that sense.
Well, he shall grow no more in the WWE network anyway. And besides, okay, even with these, right, he might go out, make a name for himself and come back. But I mean, like you said, the clock is ticking for him in terms of his age. Dakota Kai. Okay, that one, I know she has a fan base, but I'm kind of not surprised. She, to me, hit her ceiling a long time ago already.
So according to reports that Fightful Selects reported, right, it says that she had a lot of chances to go on the main roster, do dark matches, but higher management just didn't see main roster material in her.
You know what? I kind of agree. I don't want to be the bad guy here, but I actually do agree. Like, everything she's done in NXT has been upper mid-card NXT at best. Even the stuff with Raquel, remember she had the whole thing with Tegan Nox. It was kind of like, it's okay lah. You know, like nothing about her acting, nothing about her in-ring really stood out to me. She was just kind of there. So I was like, I'm not surprised at it. It sucks for her, for fans. Yeah. But then again, she has I read also one of the dirt sheets that said that she wanted to leave anyway. So it's like, okay lah.
Yeah, no, she will do well anywhere else. You know, there's so much places for her to work. There is lower profile, but allows her to just wrestle and not be too much of, I need to be a character, I need to turn heel, I need to go over the top, blah blah blah. You know, just And isn't she's like kind of a gamer, so she's doing well.
Is it as well. Okay? Well, yeah. I mean, it's said that Wendy Chu no longer has a friend.
I'm a fan of Dakota Kai just to be sure. Like I like her look. I always thought she is that tomboy, like cool chick kind of vibe, like same vein as AJ Lee, Bailey. But you know what? I don't know, have you been watching NXT 2.0 recently? But I think I got a new favorite girl that is gonna be my
Roxanne.
My girl going forward. Yes, Roxanne.
Roxanne, what's her name? Perez?
Roxanne Perez. Yeah, she was formerly called Roxy. She was the ROH Women's Champion.
Yeah.
20 years old only, bro.
Yeah, she and Cora Jade, they have this very likable vibe about them. Very AJ Lee-esque lah.
Yeah, I think they're the future. I think the two of them are like the Sasha Banks and Bailey of this coming generation. And I mean, they're focusing on younger talent. Dakota Kai, I think, reached her ceiling a while back, like you said. But what about Harlan, though, bro?
Okay, like we talk about Dexter Loomis being surprising, right? Actually, out of this whole batch, I think Harlan might be the most surprising. Because Dexter Loomis, like you said, 41. So already, no, not 41, 30. 38. Yeah, Jason says 38. There you go. So I get it, right? But yeah, Harlan is young. He has the potential, and he hasn't. The problem with Harlan, to me, is he hasn't had the opportunity to show what he can do in the ring in any meaningful way.
Yeah, she hasn't. Has he had like a proper match?
Like, I think maybe one or two, but yeah, mostly he's been Joe Gacy's muscle.
I read reports again. The unofficial reason why he was released was that the NXT trainers saw that he wasn't improving in the ring.
Oh, that was actually my guess. It was either an attitude thing or a performance thing, right? So I'm like, okay lah, maybe a bit of both. Like, some people just don't take to the business.
You know that when we talk about attitude, right? Like, I was thinking, before he went into WWE, didn't he get a lot of hype? He even got a shout out from Paul Heyman, right?
Dude looks like a next generation Brock lah. That was the whole thing,
like
right?
A regen, like a Brock regen. So like that's the thing. Like, he got a stamp of approval from Paul Heyman in a way, because Paul Heyman was the one that shot him out. Do you think that he a bit like too high in his head, like thought he was the shit?
I would see. We wouldn't know. So. Yeah, he could have been, maybe not, I don't know. But the fact is, like, how he's been portrayed, I don't think he'll be missed, unfortunately.
Yeah, if he actually came in looking like Brock Lesnar, I think probably people would go crazy. But the fact that they shave his head straight away.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to differentiate him. So I don't even mind that. Looks aside, whatever. It's like, to me, it's just the fact that he was never able to perform in front of anybody in any meaningful way. Maybe because, like you said, he just wasn't cutting it. Even like, in the performance center while they're training, he cannot make it already. Of course, they can't put him on TV, right?
Yeah.
In the ring.
at the end of the day, like I saw his recent post, he really grow back his hair.
Oh.
He's already like Paco Bodro is back. So like maybe he need to cut himself, like prove his worth in the indies, perhaps. Maybe if he can show that he can perform, be professional, go around, then maybe they'll get him back in the system.
Sure. Bro, what about Draco Anthony? This poor guy, wasn't his debut vignette was him drinking coffee or some shit? Was that him?
Oh yes, that's the guy. Oh my god, no, he's the guy that had a match, Draco Anthony 205 live match against Dante, man, right?
Yeah. Then after that, he had a few things here and there. Oh, didn't he thirst for together with the other guy? He thirsted for Mandy Rose.
Yeah, the two black guys. Is it two black guys?
Yeah, the black guys. He thirsted for Mandy Rose, and then after that, gone. Like, okay.
They are cutting out the fat in NXT 2.0. They are realizing, okay, who is gonna work, who's not gonna work. Bro, I'm very, very scared for our boy Dante Chen, bro. A bit scared, my man.
Maybe Dante has age on his side and he's still newer. It seems like, okay, for these guys, like, even though we just saw them in the past year, they've probably been in the system for a while already, you know?
Perhaps.
And Dante, I think what he has above a lot of them is he's been wrestling for a very long time.
Yes, even before going to WWE, right?
Yeah, so he has the, so you know, all he has to catch up with is not so much the wrestling part of it, but maybe the character work or the culture, the company culture. And whereas some of these people, I feel like, okay, it took them years to get to the point where they can perform. Then they have to worry about character. Then they have to worry about, so okay, you know, Singapore represent, right? Like, hey, maybe I feel like, okay, he's in a good spot.
I believe in Dante, like not denying his wrestling ability. We've seen him perform in the ring.
Yeah.
And I think he is proving, you know, his matches in NXT Level Up are pretty dope. Like he is like really showing his, you know, abilities there. My fear is that he's on the losing streak right now.
Yeah.
All the most recently he fought against Damon Kemp, which is Gable Stevenson's younger brother. He lost. Sion Queen on WrestleMania weekend, but that was a great match. Like he looked great in defeat.
Yeah.
But like it's clear that he is not high up on the totem pole. No. My thinking is WWE is trying to figure out what to do with his character.
Correct.
Other than I'm representing an entire nation, blah blah blah.
Yeah, but that, like we've talked about, that doesn't mean anything, right? Like, you know, we've tried to do that with your characters from India, representing the Indian subcontinent. It doesn't really work unless you have something more than that. Like I said before 1,000 times on this show, your nationality is not your gimmick. It's just where you're from. That's it. It's great when you go to that country and then you're a national hero, but beyond that, for the North American audience, the international audience, it's like, okay, so what?
Let's look at the example of Veer.
Yeah.
You think Veer got over because he's from India?
No, he's just, I mean, he's been portrayed as a badass. So that was my other point. Maybe we should, as Singapore fans, think of a way to make him a meme. Meme him. Oh, come on,
man.
I know we Singaporeans are very, you know, sharp-witted. We need to find a way to meme our boy Dante. Let me put this out there right now, Mister Young and FRGN. Kick to the gut. Want to challenge you right now. Let's make our boy a meme, like, so that he's undeniably out there. Like, we just need to figure out how to do it.
Tag SGag. Tag all the nonsense accounts, bro. All the one that is good at memes, bro. Even SPW memes, go for it, bro.
You got to think outside of SGag, bro. I'm talking 9gag. I'm talking Reddit. Like, fucking make this guy a meme.
I tell you, bro. Crazy Rich Asians is the only way to go. That's the only way other people around the world know about Singapore. Let him fly back to Singapore, cut vignettes on top of MBS. Can.
Okay.
We shall see.
This is my country. This is my land. This is my future. Wait. No, okay.
Only Singaporeans will get that.
Yeah. Mama Daniel, hi you, and Selamat Hari Raya to you as well, my friends. Good to see everybody here on a Monday afternoon. We're just talking about the releases. Okay, whole bunch of other names that we're not familiar with because they haven't really made their NXT TV debuts, right? So we won't go through those. Just one more name, Malcolm Bivens. Okay, last week on NXT, he had this weird thing where he was backstage and acting all weird, and then like Ivy Nile, like, you know, swan him also. So I was like, since when did they turn on Malcolm Bivens? Well, I guess, you know, they were just gonna get rid of him. Yeah, it was coming. So.
But what's the future of Diamond Mine then going for without their mouthpiece, right?
they better find a better mouthpiece because Roderick Strong is not going to be it. We know he cannot. Ivy now has so much potential. The Creed brothers have so much potential. You know what I think is going to happen? No more Diamond Mine. They just disbanded the faction.
Yeah, Roderick Strong will be future endeavored. Before the end of the year.
Yeah, I agree as well. Ivy, Creed, they will be in the system, but they'll just be in separate programs or whatever lah. You know, and the Creeds are building momentum right now. Anyway, they're getting cheers. So
yeah, the Creeds are doing well, doing well in the tag team division. Mm-hmm. But right, I feel like the only thing that's keeping Roderick in WWE, you know what? Because a few years ago, Cody Rhodes put him on his list of people he want to wrestle.
Oh, for crying out loud!
So until Cody Rhodes have that one-on-one match with Roderick Strong, I don't think they will throw him away yet.
So okay, more than likely Cody will head over to NXT for like a 2-week program lah. Because Roderick Strong is not getting called up to the main roster anytime soon.
For sure, unless he's a jobber lah.
Or he can take over the Drew Gulak role, which is another thing.
Another ass thing.
That we will get to in just a bit. But let's talk about Malcolm Bivens. Honestly, as far as like a mouthpiece is concerned, he was alright. He wasn't great. We're not talking Bobby the Brain, Paul Heyman levels here. No, we're talking.
He's not even MVP.
No, not even like Harvey Whippleman maybe.
Oh dear God. Malcolm Diamond Mine was just a dead on arrival act to me. Like there was potential, like if they had really gone all out with make it like a MMA group or club. But we're already seeing Blackpool Combat Club over on the other show. You know what I mean? You don't really need. They're not doing it in a way that is making them stars.
No, look, at the end of the day, you need a front man that is a needle mover, to borrow...
Charismatic front man.
To borrow a term. And their front man is Roderick Strong. Unfortunately, that's where you died. DOA. You know, like, can you imagine... Okay, imagine if their front man was Zion Quinn. Like a guy that looks dominant. Who, by the way, I didn't get the memo, but did Zion Quinn turn heel? Like some random.
I didn't get this memo as well.
Yeah, like all of a sudden on NXT he's a bad guy. I'm like, what the fuck is going? Look, NXT obviously because of the reshuffling they are having to reconfigure, and they're like, you know what? Nobody watches this. This is a developmental show, even though they're on fucking TV, right?
Yeah.
Nobody cares, so let's just anyhow switch here, switch there. People won't question one. And
do you think? Yeah.
That's why I've actually kind of stopped watching NXT. I'm just done.
You're done. So NXT 2.0 has managed to drive away one of their most biggest supporters from back in the gold and yellow brand.
Yeah, like literally this last week, I was like, okay, I wanted to watch NXT 2.0, but then I got hyped up for the new Evil Dead game. You know the movie Evil Dead?
The movie, they're making a game adaptation.
Yes, that's coming out 13th of May, which is, you know, Friday the 13th. And I'm very excited. So I was like, maybe I should watch Evil Dead, the TV show on Netflix. So it was either Evil Dead or NXT. Guess which one I chose?
Wow. Wait. First of all, this is news to me. I didn't know Evil Dead, there was a series.
Yes.
Is it a new series? A remake?
No, it's starring Ash. It continues the story. It's not starring Ash, starring Bruce Campbell, the same guy.
Oh, but he's as an older man.
Yes,
so it's a continuation from the...
Yeah. Oh. It's like how 30 years on, and then this is his life. He makes new friends. He fights more demons.
It's like it 30 years later.
Yeah. This series was in 2018, actually. So it's not that long ago, but it's not new.
Interesting. You know what, bro? Sometimes, right, you need to kind of be more discerning in what you want to expose yourself to. Why be depressed and watch NXT 2.0? Why be depressed and sit through the entire 3-hour Raw when I can just recap it on YouTube for you, bro?
Yeah, exactly, right? And we are doing a service for the people. That we are doing it for the people. I did it for The Rock.
You did it for The Rock. I did it for No, yeah, NXT 2.0, like, here's the thing. They've already made it clear that it's going to be developmental. I don't know whether you read the article, that the interview with Triple H, where he kind of defended what they're doing with NXT 2.0. I know he's just talking out of his ass lah, because he had to like keep up appearances to his father-in-law. But yeah, it's okay to me, like you want to focus on your college athletes, and that's an untapped market, blah blah blah.
Sure, yeah.
But why did they make this change after they went on national television, after they lost to NXT, AEW.
Yeah.
Because before that, when they were going head to head, they were like all about we're the best like indie promotion, blah blah, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like this was an order passed down from Vince McMahon. Like, okay, let's just focus back on developmental. If that's the case, the saving grace to do is to take them out. Like have mercy on the show. Just take them out of USA Network. Take it out of the national television. Let them focus on the WWE.
Bro, Natalia's there now.
Fuck lah. Natalia.
And the thing is, okay, I guess at the end of the day, let's put a bow on this, right? You only get a chance to make a first impression once. Yep. And if the first impression you make is on some indie show looking like a green wrestler, then it's tough lah. And the worst part is, we all know how they love to change names. Like, they haven't done a promo for it yet, but I saw like on Instagram, because I do follow Casey Catanzaro, her Instagram account is now Katana _WWE. So she's already changed the name. There's no vignette. Did you see the Kaylee Ray vignette?
I saw.
Yeah. So I mean, okay, like she explained it. I get it. It was a cool promo. You know, she had a bat that was on fire, talking about going back to her roots. Elba is supposed to be a term that represents Scotland, which is where she's from, right? So like she's basically Scotland fire or what. I get it, but
are you saying Jessica Elba also is Scottish?
Hey, different. Maybe she got Scottish blood. Who knows, huh?
Yeah. I saw the backstage interview that Casey Catanzaro did to explain why he changed herself.
Oh, she got okay. Explain. I obviously I didn't miss. I didn't see it. I missed it. Go ahead.
Oh my. Okay, this is the word. Okay, WWE, right? Okay, it's already bad enough that they change names without explanation. Imagine them changing names and trying to explain why they changed the name. Okay. It's so okay. So Katie Catanzaro was like backstage with her. Who's her tag team partner, the black girl?
Casey and Kaden Carter.
Yeah, Kaden Carter. Okay, so Kaden Carter is a nice name. I hope they don't change that. But so Casey was like, yeah, everybody knows me as Casey Catanzaro. You know, I was from Ninja Warrior. You know, I'm new on NXT. Blah blah.
New.
But you know, yeah, no. So that was his like her gist of the first part of her promo. Then she was like, but only Kaden knows that I have another side to me, the party side. You know, the one that loves to have fun. You know, the one that goes to festivals. That's my alter ego. And from now on, I'm gonna let it loose. I'm gonna call it Katana Chance. From now on, I'm gonna be Katana Chance. Bro, I'm so tired. I cannot.
Bro, I'm done with this. Oh,
can you imagine Walter going to the ring and trying to explain? Now I must pay homage to my Nazi ancestors.
That's what he did. Wasn't that what he did? He's like, call me by my real name, Gunther, or some shit like that.
Yeah. No, it's okay if it's like a one sentence promo, but imagine if he go on a long drawn out trying to justify why he's calling himself that, like, it's really bad enough to change the name.
Bro, you know the story of me and, you know, when I moved from 987 to Lush, right? They tried to repackage me also like that, you know?
They didn't want to call you Mister Young.
No! They were like, okay, people know you from 987. We want you to call yourself something different. How about TY? Bro, no, I'm not even kidding. So I actually feel for them, you know? For 1 week on Lush. It's my Chinese name, Ting Yang. TY. So for 1 week on radio, I was like, hey, what's up? It's TY on Lush. I'm like, it felt so cock, you know? And then I went to the boss 1 week later. I was like, this is not working. It sounds like shit. Can I just call myself Young? Then she was like, okay, fine. And then,
but not Mister, like, just Young.
Yeah. So at least, like, you know, there's a differentiation. So I actually cut a promo, you know? I'm like, my friends call me TY, but you can call me Young. Oh, no, my friends call me Young, so that's what you can call me. So I actually did a promo like that.
To change back or to change the TY?
To change back from TY to Young. I explained that. I didn't explain Mr. Young changing to TY because there was no explanation there.
Oh my, okay. First of all, how long were you in Lush for?
A year.
So you put up with that for a year?
I put up with that for a week, bro. A week.
Yeah, man, but I thought Lush was like cool and open and experimental, lets you be you. What's up with that?
Yeah. So that was the thing. They wanted to differentiate me, but I was like, okay, what do you want to call me? Myself, Jack, Jim, Michael? Like, you know, I can't completely change my entire name, right?
Did they change all the rest of the DJs as well?
No, that's the thing. I was the first one. Then I think she was like, oh, okay, like give up lah. Never mind lah. It does sound dumb.
But unfortunately, luckily your boss was that person and not Vince McMahon.
Oh yeah, Vince would have been, you stay there or you're fired.
You are puke. Yes, puke.
Oh,
vomit.
God.
Yeah, show me how you puke.
That's a Draws reference, by the way, everybody, if you remember Draws. Irvin says, I need to post that promo on Discord. No, I don't have it, unfortunately. It's lost somewhere in the ether. But okay, name changes aside, very quickly, AEW... Oh, one thing really stood out to me on Rampage, and I have to give them kudos, okay? It had to do with the Danhausen and Hook interaction. I love...
Interesting.
No, hear me out here, because I love that they are pushing the boundaries. Bro, this to me is so revolutionary, because it... Like, the fact that they're leaning into this homoerotic sort of vibe between Danhausen and Hook, I'm like, okay, this is different and I like it. Look, I'm sorry, but like, when Hook is like staring at Danhausen, I'm like, are you gonna kiss him? Like, this game, like their first promo backstage, you remember when Hook pinned Danhausen to the wall? I was like, this is Heidenreich and Michael Cole all over again.
Bro, you're not being sarcastic, you're serious. You actually enjoyed this.
No, I'm being sarcastic as fuck.
Yeah, okay, good. No, I never believe you for 1 second, bro. I'm like, no, Mister Young,
no. But can you imagine if that was how they were leaning towards? So I'd be like, okay, then I would be like, okay, at least they're experimenting with different things. But this is just so cringe and like, they are really going through with the tag team.
Have they ever in the whole history of wrestling had like two guys making out in the ring?
I'm sure some indie show have lah, but you know, even Billy and Chuck didn't do that. Irvin says, lol, Danhausen didn't curse Hook, it was a love spell. Hey, brown chicken.
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, why the F is Hook anywhere near this motherfucker? I thought he's supposed to be serious and cool and badass and going up the card. Now he's a comedy.
Yep. And and Tony Nese, another poor fella, another jobber, came in. Wow, look at my body, lots of muscles. He looks amazing, right? Goes in there, gets jobbed out by Hook and Danhausen.
Okay, I can, I'm all for Hook versus Tony Nese. I think that would be a cool match. I think that would be like his biggest challenge yet, right?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, man. Like, I think, right, this will destroy any momentum they've put behind Hook all this while. Because, first of all, unless you're telling me suddenly Hook, the bell ring, he fucking can go. Like, he's probably, like, the best freaking technical wrestler or, like, high flyer or what. Then, like, okay, then it can be, like, Riddle. Because Riddle is goofy as fuck. But when it comes to when the bell rings, like, he's going to dominate. So, unless that happens and Hook and Danhausen become, like, some super cool badass team, and then they can become goofy backstage. Like, I can still understand.
I don't see Hook as goofy. I think what they're going for is the odd couple tag team. As in, Danhausen is the weird, goofy, like cursing people, and then Hook is the one who's like, I'm serious guy. Just stop fucking around. Let me handle my business. Right? It feels like that's where they are going. Irvin says rename Danhausen to Crook. Hook and Crook.
Oh my god. Okay, I got a problem with that. Like, odd couples have worked, but when both of them are literally in the pinnacle of them as themselves as their character. So like, The Rock and Sock worked because The Rock was really The Rock.
And Mankind was Mankind, yeah.
Yeah, Mankind. But if it was Rocky Maivia and Mankind, it would be like, fuck lah, Rocky Maivia trying to take himself seriously now, he's a joke. He hasn't even started his career.
Yeah.
So that's my analogy. Like, I think it's too early for Hook to be doing stupid shit. Like, he hasn't even challenged for the TNT title. He hasn't even, like, his first ever words that he ever cut. Like, when Kane first ever words he cut was after a badass, like, long angle with freaking DX and, you know, like it really, there was a payoff. But what was his payoff? The bag of chips on the floor.
Yeah. Like, oh my God. So, and here's the thing, right? Like, we all know, like, to me anyway, it feels like there's this certain group of people in AEW that's booking things incredibly childishly, and thinking like, oh, we're just having fun. And here's the thing. I say that, but in just a few minutes, I'm going to shit all over SmackDown. I really got offended watching SmackDown this week. I'm sorry. No, it was so bad. I was, but yeah, like, and this is going to be shocking coming from me, right? But I feel like AEW has the potential to become the Attitude Era, like the stuff that we enjoyed watching, but they're saddling themselves with a lot of these weird, stupid decisions that make the business look childish. Meanwhile, WWE is just, all right, we are on cruise control. We just need the Roman Reigns, maybe one or two serious fellas. The rest all like sitcom. Hi. Like,
yeah.
I was watching, I only watched SmackDown on Sunday because I had a busy weekend, right? So I was at the mother-in-law's place. I was watching it on my laptop. And then my wife was watching some new game show on Netflix. And so I basically had two screens, one at the bottom. Guess what happened?
Every time ended up watching the game show.
Yeah, like during matches, I'd be just like,
oh my god,
looking up. And it occurs to me that WWE has conditioned me, the viewer, to feel like the matches are actually not that important. It's just about the
stories.
The stories. Don't you feel that way?
Bro, I felt like for the longest time. Now I have the matches on the background. I will stop and take a look when there's like a promo segment or finding out what's going on next, or like I'm even watching the pre-match package more than the actual match.
Yes, exactly. So
I think because for AEW, that they will put effort in their matches. Like the matches will be interesting to watch.
But bro, you see, then now we have another like. Again, it's that spectrum, right? On one end, the matches don't mean anything. And the other side, they put so much effort into every match that none of it stands out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're right. Okay. So here's my whole formula on the wrestling world right now. AEW, they have some good shit. The good shit is some of the best thing in wrestling right now.
Yeah.
Right? But they have like a really like bottom of the barrel, like indie-rific kind of shit that like you just roll your eyes.
That makes the business look dumb.
Yeah, it makes the business look dumb. You're like, I'm a bit embarrassed to watch this. They're trying too hard to be smart, but they're not smart. You know that friend that is like, I got all this knowledge, but like, for what you tell me all this nonsense, I don't care.
Yeah.
So they are not really cutting to the meat of the thing. Everything with CM Punk, with Wardlow, MJF, like love. Bryan Danielson, a bit I can still enjoy a bit. But with like WWE, you talk about it all this time. Like it's just draws. It's just like It could be just because post WrestleMania, you have to take that into account. But like right now, we have more things to look forward to in AEW. Double or Nothing is coming up. So they're building towards a big pay-per-view. And they've conditioned fans and viewers to see the pay-per-view, the Big Four, as a big deal. I'm willing to pay out $29.90 to watch Double or Nothing. You ask me to fork out any amount of money for Backlash, I ain't gonna take out shit.
Which is the show we are about to preview, sadly enough. Quick note, was Adam Page even on the fucking program? Like on AEW or Rampage? I feel like I didn't hear much from him at all.
No, he was he announced that he had COVID.
Oh, did he?
He did.
Oh, shit.
So that's why actually, if you watch Dynamite this past week, the starting promo was CM Punk like walking around and cutting a promo, right?
Yeah.
It should have been by right. The show was rewritten. It should have been an Adam Page and CM Punk confrontation.
Okay, that makes sense then, because I was wondering like, where the hell is your champ? Like, have him film something, or like the champ needs a presence. And we've talked about it. Like, he might be the worst AEW champion of all time at this point.
But the thing is, will CM Punk dethrone him? I mean, this is early predictions for Double or Nothing, but I don't know. Maybe Tony Khan really wants to stick with Adam Page. You know what? Give him a long title reign. I don't care how bad he's being booked.
I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Like, for whatever reason, I feel like Tony Khan has become quite predictable. Like, when he quote unquote believes in something, he will stick with it. And what CM Punk will be is like what Daniel Bryan was. He'll just have a great match, but he'll still lose, and then CM Punk will move on. Because don't forget, you have a face-face dynamic here. Unless you're gonna turn Adam Page heel.
I'd rather Adam Page turn heel than turn CM Punk heel right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like if you turn CM Punk heel, it's predictable.
Yeah.
You're making all your biggest stars the heel.
Yeah.
How many baby faces you have left? You know what I mean?
Well, Bryan Danielson used to be the best heel. Then they went 2 weeks later, change him face, joined the BCC, and now he's like sort of not really there.
Yeah, BCC is like got one guy who is supposedly the heel in Bryan Danielson, one guy who is like the anti-hero tweener in Moxley, and there's one guy that's like the upstart young babyface in Wheeler Utah. So it's like, is this the first ever faction where you have no idea who is who, or you no idea what is their alignment?
It's just woo! Oh, but then again, they are so edgy. You see, there's no such thing as black and white. Anyway, let's move on. Okay.
No, you must tell me what offended you about SmackDown. You haven't like elaborated.
Oh, the whole fucking show, bro! The whole show! You know, you had Raquel Rodriguez. Never mind, you changed the name. That's fine, whatever. Did you see her match, a promo, everything?
Yes, I saw everything.
Have you seen anybody smile so much? Like, I'm sorry, but it's so fake. Like, I'm so. What, are you trying to make her look like a crazy person?
Do you remember long ago, Tough Enough, they always say, "Why are you smiling? Are you not taking this business seriously?"
Yeah. So, like, fast forward 2022, literally her whole promo was like, "Hey, I'm happy to be here. I'm Raquel Rodriguez."
Oh my god.
And maybe the problem is we've seen her before on NXT being this badass, big mommy cool, smashing people, you know, and we know that like she can pull that off. And now she's like in the ring, she's smiling, does a clothesline smile. Like, oh my god, girl, relax, don't smile so much. Like,
you know that this is not her idea. No, for sure.
Nobody naturally smiles that much. Like, that, like, to me, what are you catering to 12-year-olds?
I think they are, bro. I think. Okay, I'll tell you the things I like about SmackDown.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna be the positive guy for a bit. Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn. I enjoyed the steel cage match start of SmackDown.
Sure.
Sami Zayn, I think, needs a world title run, bro. He deserves it, bro. He's such a great character, and like he just does everything. Like he takes shit and makes it into something. He's one of the only guys that like I want to see what he does, whether it's on the ring or on the mic. You know what I mean?
I feel like if he did win the title at some point, he would be like the Miz. He would be a facilitator. He's a very good sort of in between. It's like, okay, you know, the face is a hero. The champ is a face, but we want to give it to another face. Let Sami Zayn win it for 1 week or 2 weeks, and then you have the other guy take it over. I get it, but the problem is the world title scene is now completely blocked up by one fella.
Yes, and we have to talk about that fella in a bit. But how do you feel about Drew McIntyre coming back on the main event scene?
I think it's good. I just feel like we know that this is not his moment lah. He's just here to sort of fill in, but seeing the development of the rest of the show and what we're going to talk about Backlash, it seems even more so that this is just filler until the next big opponent.
But I would argue that they're trying to drag out, you know, Drew versus Roman Reigns because they have a couple of stadium shows lining up, and one of them is in the UK.
Okay.
Right? So hear me out. I know that maybe the WWE is gonna like hell bent on keeping Roman Reigns champion all the way until next year WrestleMania and fight The Rock. Like,
sure.
I know that's their idea. But what if, bro? What if they do a Summer of Punk? Because in 2011, it was supposed to be John Cena holding the title all the way until WrestleMania to fight The Rock.
Sure.
Until CM Punk happened and they did the entire Summer of Punk, they dropped the title to CM Punk, blah blah blah, and then it didn't become a title match anymore. So like I'm just thinking, bro, like could it? What better way to make it a memorable UK event if they have the top champion be Drew McIntyre?
Sure, but we know that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. I mean, like, the potential is there.
The potential is there, yeah, but it's not gonna happen. Let me just very quickly look at chat. They're talking about Ember Moon's comments on the WWE asking them to dress more sexy. Well, I mean that explains Carmella and Corey Graves' freaking YouTube show, doesn't it?
Yes. Hey, who's Eric Chang, man? I don't think I've seen him on the chat.
Yeah, Eric, are you new? Welcome, by the way. Eric's all worked up about NXT and how they're failing. Well, we really talked about NXT earlier, so and
his
the fact
first,
that
big comment is talking about you, bro.
Hey, why am I wearing the shirt? This is in memoriam of the released talents. No lie, I just looked in my closet and thought that it would be nice to wear this.
Yeah.
Why the hell not?
Welcome, Eric. Please, if you're not part of our Discord community, please join the Discord community. A lot of the listeners talk there and share wrestling shit and complain about wrestling shit there. So that's great.
Yeah, just take NXT 2.0 off TV. That was what we talked about earlier. Let them percolate, let them develop off screen without people seeing, so that when they eventually do make their way to the main roster, at least we don't have this like, I thought he was somebody else.
But here's the ironic thing. The reason why NXT 2.0 came under the purview of Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon was we thought that they're gonna create those characters in NXT 2.0 so that when they transition to the main roster, it's not different.
No.
But it seems to be still the case.
Anyway, let's move on from that. We were on SmackDown. No, bro, like I said, this is my setup. I was watching on my iPad SmackDown. Half the time the matches couldn't keep my attention because it's the same old shit, right? And is Butch injured or something? Where the hell was Butch?
No, they're doing some storyline where Butch has run away.
Yeah, I know. Like, you have the New Day is so super annoying to me already. I cannot take the New Day. Whenever they cut promos, I'm low key rooting for Sheamus and Ridge Holland,
the Eastie
Boys, and like the idea that I feel like this whole Butch thing could be great if they took it seriously and they didn't make it like a kiddie show.
I feel like this is like a Saturday morning cartoon.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego sort of a vibe, right?
Yeah, that's a great analogy, bro. Yeah. And man, Pete Dunne, bro.
Yeah, I know.
It's like last time in the territories, like you had like badass characters, Kevin Von Erich, I forgot what his name, and then he came to WWE. He's a Texas Tornado. What does that even mean?
He's from Texas and he's a tornado. Duh.
Then he go to the ring, he just swing.
Wasn't that one of his finishers? Like there was a discus punch or something?
Yeah, he did a swing. Oh my god. Okay, so like it's the same. Okay. Maybe put yourself in 1996 ECW fans, bro. You love Mick Foley. You thought he was the coolest, badass. Cactus Jack. What a badass. They come to WWE. Ooh, Mankind. Like I get it now. Like, but maybe in the long run, Mankind became a big deal, and like we start to accept the character.
Well, you see, that's a case of the personality, the person rising above the gimmick and making it their own. They have the charisma to pull it off. Some of these people who maybe might be great workers, but they don't have the personality, they will never pull it off. And then future endeavor lah.
Like who? Back in the day, Dean Malenko, bro. Remember when they tried to make Dean Malenko a ladies' man?
Okay. Well,
this is WWE. I mean, I'm not surprised. Like they were gonna try to make the wrestlers into like characters. I get it.
I mean, but we've come full circle. We've come back to the 80s of cartoon, like kid-friendly stuff. It's like, wow, it's so frustrating knowing that the potential they have there. I want to watch some serious stuff. Like at least the Drew, the Roman Reigns stuff is still serious. And then they gave us a bait and switch.
Yeah. Okay, before that, I know why you like the old gold and yellow brand. Or black and gold brand, because that was the only wrestling in WWE that was treated seriously. Like it felt like an adult show.
Yeah. Like they had goofy gimmicks, but it was goofy but adult goofy. You know what I mean?
Bro, Velveteen Dream was goofy but fucking cool.
Yeah, because he was strange. It's like in a Goldusty way. I'm sure he was, inspired by that. And then now you have Raquel Gonzalez, the New Day making juvenile jokes. It's like, oh my god, I couldn't take SmackDown.
Bro,
and then Lacey Evans. I'm sorry, but Lacey Evans, her promos started. I went to the toilet. I was like, I'm done.
No, the Lacey Evans, the first promo she did, great.
Yeah.
Don't repeat it 4 times.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? We've talked about this before. Cut. Fucking you know that they have great production value, amazing editors, stuff like that. No, we don't have time for that. You stay in front of there and talk for 4 weeks in a row It's like,
Oh my God.
At the end, like, I mean, after a while, it just gets tiresome. Like, okay, stop story, okay.
Like, I feel like sometimes if you hear a stop story too long, like, hey, okay, enough.
It gives the vibe of you trying to milk your story. Like, I hate to say that, but
it's like President Star Charity, bro. Like,
God.
You know,
Okay,
you donate on one day. You know what I mean? Like, you help them. But like, if you do it every single week, you're like, no one's okay. But I wanted to say something else. That was from the previous topic, but it just came to my mind, bro.
Okay.
Did you think Roman Reigns got his tagline right from watching Velveteen Dream?
Wait, which tagline? Acknowledge me. Oh my God.
Right.
No lah.
Say my name.
Say my name. Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me.
Maybe, but I mean, he spun it a little bit differently so that it doesn't seem like such a ripoff.
Acknowledge me.
Anyway. Tovakin says feels like AEW at this point is trying to follow WWE. Well,
what way?
Yeah, like with AEW, at least I feel like some matches and not the matches. Some parts of AEW, All Elite. The Elite.
The Undisputed Elite.
Yeah, yes. Like you have two guys who are serious, and the rest of them are fucking fucking around. Talking about the Young Bucks and Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Like you see Bobby Fish there, like looking serious. You see Kyle O'Reilly looking serious. Let's take them seriously. No, you're led by a bunch of jokers, indie-rific guys, right? So they like the thing is the good, like we talked about it. I hate rehashing it, but the good stuff of AEW is definitely destination TV. But the bad stuff just makes the business look like shit.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I feel like they will start taking themselves seriously once Double or Nothing is right around the corner. In my opinion,
I hope so. Oh, and then you have Samoa Joe, arguably one of the best like mic workers, headlining Rampage. I'm sorry, Rampage is the C show or the B show. You know, like what is he doing there with Satnam Singh and Jay? I'm excited to see Joe versus Lethal. It's a fresh feud for me, and I know they have history. Yeah, but you're sort of like he doesn't show up one week and he shows up on Rampage. Like I'm like their rotation just doesn't work for me.
No, they are like it's like the Riho problem. Like they push her for like a couple of weeks and they disappear for a long time. And then you forget. It's like the Park problem as well.
Lance Archer. Everybody died.
Even Cody Rhodes, when he was doing his whole Go Big Show, he disappeared, come back again. Halfway do feuds, then drop the feud. You never hear from Anthony Agogo ever again.
He don't know go where's Samoa Joe, exactly. Eric, I agree 100%. Samoa Joe is a main event guy. He can, even if he's doesn't want to wrestle as much, have him on the stick. Have him call out people. But okay, let's move on. I need to sneeze. Excuse me.
Okay, let me cover for you. Okay. The thing about Samoa Joe is like he has the potential to be do amazing television, like CM Punk, like Bryan Danielson. Give him his own like little corner of AEW and let him do like awesome feuds. I'm waiting for Samoa Joe to somehow come into contact with MJF. You know that's freaking amazing.
Yeah. The promos, even they don't even need to fight. Yeah.
They can even reference what happened in NXT. Like you are just a freaking bodyguard when I was a champion.
Bro. One more question before we move on to the preview of Backlash. What has happened to Adam Cole? He went from the guy who was like the top guy in NXT with a badass faction to right now he's just a joke. Every time I see him on, I'm like, oh, okay, I roll eyes and I walk away. Like, is he one of those guys that if you put him with the best, he has great leadership and direction, he fucking succeeds. But you put him with a bunch of jokers and he just like, okay, he doesn't motivate himself.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the most random comparison, but I think it makes sense. Adam Cole, right, is what happens if Randy Orton didn't join Evolution.
Ooh, okay, I like that.
I feel like Adam Cole still has great mic skills.
Yeah,
he still can wrestle, but because his focus is no longer, he doesn't have a Triple H guiding him.
Yeah.
He doesn't have like all these like mentors that who can like correct him and advise him proper. He's having too much creative control on what kind of feuds he wants to do.
Yeah.
Perhaps. And like if Randy Orton never joined Evolution, if he was lepaking with Mark Jindrak at the back, still doing his RNN network and promos, right?
Yeah.
Because I was hearing this story, watching all these interviews, 20 weeks of Randy Orton, we talked about him last week, right? He was just wrestling in the ring like a practice play match before a show. And then Triple H just happens to be walking in the arena, then he saw him wrestle. Then he was like, you know what? I want to take him under my wing. So if that never happened, if Triple H never, for some reason, like paid attention to Randy and saw something in him to mold him, he would have never been the Randy Orton we know now. I fear that because Adam Cole is in AEW and he is, not that there's no mentor, there are mentors there, there's agents there, but like I think because there is no agents invested in him like Triple H was,
well, and
he is what he is now.
Let's not forget about the fact that he's there with his friends and he probably has this sense of like, yeah, I'm untouchable. I'm here with young bucks who are his close friends, right? They're EVPs. So exactly, he's probably just right now having fun. And I guess there's nothing wrong with that, but what a waste, you know?
Unless he gets serious again, he gets that dream match that he always wanted with CM Punk. CM Punk will elevate him for sure.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Okay, let's move on then, because it is a Monday holiday. Selamat Hari Raya to everybody who is celebrating and enjoying the long weekend as well. We got to jump into our preview right now. We don't want to keep everybody too long, because we need to get you back to doing the stuff that you need to do on this Monday. So, are you ready for Backlash? And the crowd goes mild.
No, not really. But we are here to preview it nonetheless for our listeners. Let's go.
Here we go. Bobby Lashley versus Omos.
Why do you have to start with that, bro?
It was there. The you know what the thing is? Like, it is very telling that the biggest news about Bobby Lashley is not this feud, is that the ring rope broke at a live show and he fell out of the ring. Like, poor guy, right? But that's the only takeaway. Like, nobody gives a flying piss about this match.
The most viral piece of Bobby Lashley content is that he's snapped on the ring ropes and he fell down. Yes.
Yeah. Nobody cares about Omos.
I saw a follow-up video, right? Damn cute. I think the next event, right? He was fighting against Sheamus, and then he like went to the ropes and he go check a bit, check. Then he went to the crowd and he's like, okay, still good. He give a thumbs up.
Hey, that's cute. It's like he understands like social media and how people already saw that this happened.
So I like babyface Lashley now that he's a badass babyface. Move on from Omos quick lah. I mean, I'm sorry, MVP, you settle yourself with a loser. If MVP was an investor, right, he basically just trade out Tesla stocks for Netflix, bro. Like
what's wrong with Netflix? Just because they dropped in?
Yes.
No, bro. Did you just compare Omos to Netflix? No. It's like, you know what he did? He traded out Tesla stock for Blockbuster.
Oh my god. Is it still even on the public stock exchange?
Yeah, it's probably not. So that's my point. Like, Omos is such a step down, and I know they're trying to elevate him. They're trying their best, but it's tough.
Have you ever seen Omos cut a promo?
Yeah.
Has he shown aggression on the mic to the point that you are believing him as a monster? Right now, my favorite big guy on Raw is Veer, bro. Sam Veer.
Okay.
Veer versus Lashley, that would be the match I want to see, man.
Veer versus Lashley versus the ring ropes.
Yeah. I mean, Omos is just a big tree trunk. Lashley should beat him handily, give him another loss.
And then they just move on, and then poor MVP has to mentor this fella lah.
Yeah, on NXT Level Up. Let's go.
Okay, Happy Corbin versus Madcap Moss.
First of all, we all like Madcap Moss. Like, I like Madcap Moss.
No, I like Riddick Moss. I do not like Madcap Moss. And we talked about it last week. They're still trying to make him do this Joker gimmick, and he looks like a legitimate badass.
I saw the Discord that I think one of you guys sent, right?
Yeah.
When he was like doing the Brock Lesnar thing. He's Jack.
Bro, he's there barbecuing and then he's looking like shirtless and he looks ridiculous. I'm like, stop wearing suspenders and have him be a proper, like, I don't know, just stop it with the comedy 12-year-old shit.
He looks like a prime Lex Luger, you know, like freaking can. He looks like the total package.
The total package, Lex Luger, yes. Irvin says, how long before he just becomes Moss?
Get rid of the back cap, I'm more than happy.
Eric says Corbin is already losing since he's asked for time off since he's having a child. Okay, well, I mean, they needed to move on from this. And hopefully, you know, you got your payoff, right? Madcap finally defeats...
He's elevated.
Yeah, he's elevated and maybe he can get rid of the suspenders and bullshit.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I think Moss is one of their younger talents that I actually don't mind being pushed because, bro, he has proven that he can do the WWE style. The promos, the comedy, the nonsense. So I know WWE likes him because he is so like he managed to really throw himself into it and make it work. Now, let him be treated seriously.
I wonder if that's WWE's rite of passage. Okay, we give you a bullshit gimmick. We see how you do, and if you put yourself through it, don't complain. This fella can groom. You know, I feel like that could be an old...
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, like, okay, we'll put you with the shittiest, fucking make you wear suspenders, tell lame jokes, and if you can stick around for that, okay, we know that you are someone to invest in.
I hope that's what they're doing with Butch as well. It's the same thing, hopefully.
Butch! Where's Butch?
Where is Butch? Find Butch.
Oh boy. Okay, AJ Styles versus Edge. Damian Priest in Edge's corner, of course. Judgment Day.
Judgment Day is the name. It's the official name, right? Like this, there are no turning back, right? It's called Judgment Day, right? Okay.
I love Edge's promo, by the way, on Raw. The one where he sort of like make fun of everybody and then reference his.
But why when he make fun of everybody, he sound like a Texas, a bit like Bruce Pritchard kind of voice?
He was making fun of the crowd. I think they were like, you know, they were in Kansas.
They were in Kentucky. In Kentucky.
So he was making like a, you know, like a hee-haw, a southern. He was making fun of Liam, you know.
Yeah, it was funny. That's the thing. Like, the best thing I can say about this, I guess we have to call them Judgment Day, right? Is they are a better version of House of Black.
Yeah. 1,000 times better.
You understand what he's saying.
Yep. Even though he uses big words, but he knows how to insult people. Versus Aleister Black, and we all like know how much we love the guy, but good God, man, I don't know what they're going on about.
Actually, right, I think you hit the nail right on the head. You know what made the Undertaker Ministry of Darkness work? He can use all these big words, be this lavish, like overly, you know, elaborate guy. Talk about all this kind of crazy shit, but then he can insult the crowd and say, you know, if your mother is a hoe, say what?
Say what?
You want to have sex with your sister, say what?
Yeah, like
he knows how to interact with the audience.
Yes, whereas Aleister Black is too too out there. Like he's on a different level. Yeah, like very niche crowds will understand, and so he's not doing himself much of a service. Like, and then you know, Brody King and Murphy, they're all sort of just there as well. Whereas like the dynamic of Edge, and you know, he says all this shit, and then Damien has this fucking low voice when he talks. Like, wow, Damien sounds like fucking Dracula. Hello, you know,
and Damien fits the aesthetic to a T. Like, you know, like his new gear that he wears to the ring with the like black looks good on him, man.
Meanwhile, Murphy looks like the kid. Like, is this where I'm supposed to? Okay lah. Like they adopted this clean cut boy into their group, even though he has nothing to do with them. He looks nothing like them. He's probably like the kid who listens to Britney Spears, but he's hanging out with all the heavy metal kids.
Yeah. No, bro, you know what? That might be the case. I mean, he used to date like Alexa Bliss. He's probably into like 90s boy bands as well.
Oh, by the way, Alexa Bliss has been putting out all these like photos. I'm like, ooh.
Liked and saved.
Well, I didn't go so far as to say it, but yes, absolutely. She's out there living her best life, so you know, more power to her.
married woman. So like, and also I saw a video on TMZ where somebody asked her, so when are you coming back to the ring? And then she said like, I'm just waiting on the call. I'm just waiting on the call from WWE. WWE, get one of your most over female stars back on TV ASAP, man. Come on.
Yeah, the next time they go to Saudi lah, that's when they'll bring her back. Just for one thing, and then that's it. One spot.
She has had 2 matches in 8 months. She's on the Brock Lesnar schedule, bro. Let's go.
Since what happened to the Julia Hart story, the less we talk about that, the better. Like, I read somewhere that Julia Hart has been or was inspired by Alexa Bliss, right? And then like, you know, she wants to do the whole dark Alexa thing, but then like I don't know lah. So why even bother getting into that? There's nothing there.
Yeah, she is still doing her thing because I think one of the 5-10-man match the Elite did, she was sitting outside, still sitting on the steps.
Oh, I didn't pay attention to that clusterfuck of a match. You know that it's the undisputed Elite. Yeah, I'm not paying attention. Really, I stopped like okay.
I know, right? Okay, back to Backlash.
Yeah, back to Backlash. Okay, AJ Styles Edge. I'm surprised it wasn't AJ Styles Damian Priest actually, because AJ and Edge already had their match.
I think they want to keep AJ Styles Edge the main pay-per-view match, and then the Damian Priest is like the TV match where he's fighting the sub boss, you know.
Does AJ?
There wasn't a payoff though.
No.
There wasn't a payoff. Remember, the match ended halfway, right?
No, that was the TV match. Yeah. So like, Edge already beat AJ Styles, albeit because Damian Priest randomly showed up, and AJ apparently has no attention span. Like, distraction, lose. Considering that he's surrounded by thousands of people, like, wow, one fella only can distract. Anyway, that logic aside, does AJ get the win back here? He has to, right, to continue this feud, because if Edge beats him again, it's like quite definitive. You lost twice in a row.
Yeah, I think he will get back his win. But what shenanigans will ensue?
Oh, maybe this is where we debut Ciampa. No more Tommaso, huh? No first name. Ciampa, maybe Ripley, because no more first names, huh? Just Ripley, no Rhea.
or maybe if I want to go in a different direction, maybe AJ Styles finally have backup in Finn Balor. Can you do something with him?
No, bro, Balor. No Finn.
Okay, Balor. Yeah. You know what would be awesome?
What?
You know what would actually be newsworthy coming out of Backlash?
What?
Balor appears in the ring, appears to help AJ Styles, turns on AJ Styles, and actually join the freaking demonic crew and become the demon with Edge.
He is the demon after all, right?
Yeah. Like, wouldn't that be something newsworthy that coming out of that match?
I think so. And to your point, I feel like with this match, they are setting up the faction. So expect some sort of a debut or somebody joining the faction. It has to be. But like,
it has to be.
Yeah, the way you laid it out. Finn Balor comes out, pretends to save AJ, actually joins Judgment Day. Makes perfect sense to me.
I think it would be great. And I think that's the reason why I should be on WWE's writing team.
Bro, imagine this match plays out, Edge beats AJ Styles thanks to Damian Priest, and then lights go out and then nothing happened.
And then the next match has been announced. Yeah.
Wow, boring, yeah.
What do you think of the name Judgment Day, bro?
I'm okay with it. Like, can you imagine if he's like the House of Edge? They really like, wow, they all copy House of Blacks, yeah.
Or they call themselves Armageddon.
Okay, Judgment, yeah, I'm fine with it. And,
it makes sense given that he's using all these judgment scales and doing all that.
Yeah. And what show is on Marvel right now?
Moon Knight.
And then the bad guy, Ethan Hawke's character, has the scales. I'm like, bro, you watching Disney Plus, is it? You
fine.
You copy the idea, you judging people and shit like that. I'm like, hey, bro.
If they want to rip, they want to rip off from popular culture that's actually well liked by fans, then go for it.
Okay, let's move on then. Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's gonna be another. I think this is gonna be the match that I want to watch. Like, they had a banger in WrestleMania. I like the storyline. Actually, I really like what Seth Rollins has been saying. Like, you caught me off guard. That's why I lost the first time.
Yeah.
Now, like, I wish, right? You know what he did? He should have spent the last couple of weeks ambushing Cody Rhodes. Then he would say on the mic, like, how does it feel to be caught off guard now?
Well, he kind of did that with the Owens match that ended in a DQ or counter or whatever, some bullshit like that. But yeah, do you see this feud continuing? Because if Seth loses 2 in a row, it's done, right?
But I don't see WWE making Cody Rhodes lose so fast.
So schmoz.
I think CM Punk will
CM Punk.
CM Punk won't appear. Don't worry, he won't appear at WWE. No, I think Cody Rhodes will beat Seth Rollins the second time. But Seth Rollins gets so freaking annoyed that he beats the shit out of Cody Rhodes after the match, like destroys him. And then the third match, Hell in a Cell.
Not exploding ring, meh? Not ladder with the fucking setting himself on fire.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not what happened on Dynamite with Scorpio Sky and Sammy Guevara where he botched himself on the head. Yeah, hopefully not that.
Jason says, Ciampa joins Judgment Day, Finn, AJ, and Bad Bunny in one faction. Why got Bad Bunny? Hey, bro.
Why suddenly
Bad Bunny
and Bad Bunny one gang?
Bad Bunny is going to be in a Marvel movie, bro? You read about this?
I saw. What the hell, bro? What's going on?
You know what it is, right? I'm sorry for the detour here, but okay, so Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man and the characters. So this is technically not in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. However, with crossovers and multiverse, anything is possible now, right? So back in the night, I'm going to give you on a quick TLDR history lesson of the comic book and movie industry. Late 90s, Marvel Comics almost went bankrupt. They were on the verge, so they went and sold their biggest characters. Back then, the biggest characters were Spider-Man, X-Men. That's why X-Men was bought by Fox, the license to do the movies. Sony bought Spider-Man. Now, there is a very important caveat here. They have to make a movie related to these characters. If they don't do it within 5 years, the license goes back automatically to Marvel. And that's why they kept rehashing those terrible Fantastic Four movies, because they wanted to keep the license. So even if it's a shit movie, they will still make, because as long as they hit it within the 5-year window, they hold on to the license in perpetuity.
For another 5 years or forever?
Forever. So how did they solve that problem with X-Men? Well, Disney straight up went and bought over Fox lah. But
smart.
Disney's not going to buy over Sony, or they haven't said anything about that. That's why Sony has been doing their own little thing with their Spider-Man universe. The only the only reason Tom Holland has been able to cross over back and forth is because they made a deal with Marvel. Say, okay, the Marvel Studios, you come and co-produce with us. Because let's face it, without Marvel co-producing with them, it's a shit show. Venom was not bad, but then Venom 2 was a shit show. Morbius,
no need to say it.
And now they announced, like, and you can tell I'm getting worked up about this, right? They announced a whole slew of Spider-Man characters because they're like, ooh, money, Silver Sable, Black Cat, don't know, some bunch of Madam Web characters that are not that popular or famous. And then
they're gonna make what, like a TV shows out of all of them?
No, movies. All movies. Yeah. And then they announced El Muerte or El Muerto, whatever the fuck lah, starring Bad Bunny. You know how many times El Muerto has appeared in a comic book? Bro.
Less than 5. Twice!
Bro, he's not even like you talk about jobbers, right? This is like, oh my god. So it's, you know what it is? They looked at this Bad Bunny. Maybe Bad Bunny pitched the idea to them because apparently Bad Bunny is a wrestler now. El Muerte is a pro wrestler in the comic books. But he's this jacked guy lah. And I don't know if you know the history of Spider-Man, but like one of his earliest adventures, he put on the mask to be a wrestler, to earn money.
Yeah. The whole Bonesaw McGrath or McGraw thing in the Spider-Man 1. That's the whole origin story.
El Muerte wasn't even part of that. Anyway, this character that appeared 2 times in a comic book, 2 times. Like, just think about that. How many times has Spider-Man appeared in a comic book? Probably hundreds of thousands, maybe millions, right?
Countless of them.
And then you're going to bring to the big screen, this character has appeared a grand fucking total of 2 times. Anyway, I'm getting so worked up. So it's very obvious that they're trying to cash in. And then, you know, with Bad Bunny, obviously a huge celebrity rapper. And then, how did we get started on this? I'm sorry, I went on a massive tangent because I got so upset.
No, because I was talking about how... what do you call it? See, now I already completely forget. We're talking about Judgment Day. We're talking about House of Black. And then we're talking about Seth Rollins. Oh, I know, because you said AJ Styles get together with Bad Bunny.
Oh, yeah, no.
Fight them.
Fuck, no. Go away. Stop it. This Bad Bunny thing is just nonsense. Anyway, all right, let's take it back.
Okay, the only way as a wrestling fan I would enjoy it if it brings pro wrestling to the mainstream, and he gets a lot of WWE cameos. Then it become WWE Studios production.
You know it's gonna be so bad though. It's gonna be so bad. You're gonna make a movie about a fake. I mean, not fake. Like name me.
How is he linked to Spider-Man in the 2 times he appeared in the comics?
He's just like his mask got superpowers. He's a luchador, so his mask got superpower.
He fights with Spider-Man, or he teams up with him?
Yeah, he teams up. Well, of course, like any good sort of superhero interaction, they fight the first time they meet.
So he got like a one-off adventure with Spider-Man.
Yeah. It's not like he's not in any way a popular character whatsoever. Like Silver Sable, Black Cat, I get it. They are all sort of part of Spider-Man's universe, but they also have had their own adventures. This El Muerte fella has never been Muerto, whatever lah. Oh boy, okay, let's move on.
Okay, Ken.
I'm sweating, bro. I'm sweating. I'm so worked up. Cody, worries. Seth. So you're calling it for Cody beating up Seth twice in a row, and then Seth and KO maybe come out and just double team him, lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seth go crazy, and we have a Hell in a Cell. I think Hell in a Cell is coming out right after this, so why not?
Okay, sure. This wrapped up SmackDown, and this is probably the icing on the shit cake. That's why I hated SmackDown so much. Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair, I Quit match, okay? So the lead up to it on SmackDown, in case you missed it, if you missed it, fucking good for you, because it was a beat the clock I Quit challenge. So Ronda started it off versus Future Endeavor. Shotzi, sorry, not, let's face it.
Not Future Endeavor, not yet.
She will be Future Endeavor, let's face it. And you know why I say that? Watching this match, Ronda was green, fucking Shotzi's hair was green, and her work was green as well. It was the worst match ever. Did you watch the match?
I did.
They were fumbling about the ring. You can tell that, okay, you dragging me. It was so bad. And Ronda is not in a position to lead a match. And Shotzi is not ready. Several times we've seen Shotzi in matches with Becky, with Sasha, and they were bad. And this was just a complete shit show. They shat the bed.
You know what's the worst part? This was technically a taped SmackDown, and that was the best thing that they were able to produce.
Oh my god!
What happened to Vince McMahon back in the day when Shane McMahon came backstage? That was shit. Go back to the ring and start again the segment.
Oh my god! Really? He used to do that?
Yeah. He used to do that. Yeah.
Wow.
For tape Raws, I remember those stories. So like, if he was, it was bad. I saw it. Clearly, Ronda Rousey can't lead a match.
Nope. And
he should have been in the ring with a lower name, but who can work.
Yeah. No, that's exactly it. Even if it was a no name, it was just a shit. It just made it look so bad. And then
so bad.
1 minute and 40 seconds. That was the bar, right? And then now you have her sitting ringside, looking like a heel. I'm sorry, the way she sits there. she has this Guai Lan face. Like, bitch, and she kept mouthing bitch. I'm like, you're supposed to be the face.
Yeah.
And she just I'm starting to like Charlotte a little bit more.
You know what's funny? Raquel Rodriguez smiles too much, but then Ronda Rousey doesn't smile enough. No. Because last time they said she smiled too much also.
It's like, I don't get it. They don't understand what makes their characters work anymore. Whoever the writers are, whatever they're writing is like, do they not watch the product? It feels like they don't watch the product.
Yeah. I don't understand how Ronda Rousey has appeared in movies because, bro, she's one of the worst actors and performers out there.
You notice the movie she's been in? She's just literally the skilled henchman or skilled henchwoman. She just shows up, beats somebody up, and that's it, right? Like, she's not there to like act. She's not an actor. She's a badass, and she should be portrayed as a badass. Honestly, this match should have been in Shotzi to waste time, run around the ring a few times, gets back into the ring, judo throw, armbar, judo throw, ankle lock, end. No need to try to do all sorts of bullshit.
Bro, imagine if GSP fought Captain America in the Winter Soldier, and then GSP had a 5-minute dramatic segment where he's talking to Chris Evans. You think he will actually come across as bad?
Bro, he probably is a better actor than Ronda Rousey, okay? I respect GSP more. And he was also in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, he was able to cut some nice lines on the show.
Like Ronda is just like, this is not her thing, and it's fine. Just give her the Goldberg treatment, and stop trying to make her smile. And then now she's sitting ringside, looking like just detestable. And then Charlotte's in there with Aaliyah, who's also green. Like, but at least this match was more watchable because, you know, Charlotte knows how to...
Charlotte's leading the match,
Yeah.
And it's always watchable because I love watching Aaliyah. I mean, come on.
Jason brings up a very good point. Ronda is another example of people like Gable Steveson. Like, these athletes from other sports, they want to court to bring in because of their name value.
Yeah.
But they cannot act. Or they want them to be face. Like, you know, because why? There's money, what? They can market them as good guys or good girls, you know?
It seems like WWE in their mind, right? It's like, okay, we can coach you how to act, we can coach you how to wrestle. But then they said that the reason why they want to go for the college people is because they want their natural athleticism.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know I can't pronounce athleticism properly. But I think they just go there because they have the look.
Yeah.
But they think they can coach them into wrestling and acting. But my problem is, right, why you want to coach something like that when you can get a natural who can perform?
Wow.
You know, then how are you gonna get a Shawn Michaels? You're just gonna get all Lex Luger's, what?
Well, okay. To be fair, Lex Luger might be a bad example. I think they're trying to fish for the next Kurt Angle. They're trying to fish for the next, you know, like give me a spots like Goldberg. And really, you know what this feels like? It's like casting a wide net out of 10 people, you get one fella who's the next breakout star. It's fine. Everyone else can be a jobber. You get that one fella. Oh, Haaland didn't work out. Okay, just future endeavored, you know? So it feels like that is what they're doing.
Yeah. But it's hard for us as fans to form an attachment to any of the new stars if that's the case.
Oh my God, Champa just brought up a good point. I wanted to talk about it last week, but I forgot about it. But he says that Vince was reported to think many characters are cast wrong. That's why he turned a bunch of people heel. He turned Ciampa heel, makes sense. He turned Xia Li heel because racist. No, I mean makes sense.
Oh my God,
No. But did you see Xia Li's promo on 2 weeks ago SmackDown? I remember.
Now she says she wants to protect herself.
Yeah. What the fuck? It really feels like some last minute. Wait a minute. Let's just change the character. It's like I'm playing my GM mode on WWE. Okay lah. I need somebody to be heel. I just change on the fly.
But Xia Li was a heel when the whole Tianxia first started.
Yes.
Then she inexplicably became a face when she debuted on SmackDown. Disappeared for 5 years. And now she's a heel.
So tell us what happened in between. I know she's not a great promo, but she was literally portrayed as I protect my family. You know, got sob story, got fucking cool graphics and shit, right? And then
I remember.
One week just show up. I don't protect you already. I protect myself. Like, what the fuck is that?
Bro, you know what it is?
What?
Xia Li is living in different multiverses. It's everything that's happening all at once.
Yes,
you know, movie?
She's Michelle Yeoh.
Michelle Yeoh, bro. I think Vince McMahon watched that movie. It's like, I want to make her like Michelle Yeoh.
No, can you imagine every week she shows up as a different character? And then we are like, what the fuck is going on? She's actually a multiverse character.
Don't give WWE ideas, bro.
Bro, if they actually went with that, I would be amazed. Actually, you know who is the multiverse character right now?
Oh.
Ezekiel. Elias.
Ezekiel. Oh my God, imagine if Ezekiel, bro, I swear to God, on Monday Night Raw in the middle of the ring, he says, I am from the multiverse.
Yeah.
Oh my God, everyone will just like, what the fuck?
But, yeah, I mean, the multiverse is such a trope now, right? Like, it is the hot storyline, it's the hot thing because of Marvel and stuff like that. So I'm like, can you imagine if they decided to go that way? And then next week, like, the third younger brother, Elijah.
Oh my God.
Ezekiel.
It's not the three faces of Foley, the three faces of the E brothers.
Yes. Bro, if next week they came out, and if Elias came out with the beard and the long hair, he put a wig or some shit, I think I would pop. I think I would be like, okay, you know what? This is cheesy as hell, but it's interesting and funny.
Remember when the whole Triple H and Mankind had that rivalry, and then like it was Dude Love, Cactus Jack, and Mick Foley, Mankind sitting on in the backstage segment, and then out came Cactus Jack. Yeah, if that happened, modern version, I think that'd be cool.
I think modern version they can do prosthetics. I think it will work. And then it will be like this big inside joke that everyone else is in on except for Kevin Owens. And I know it is bordering hokey, but like I would be okay with it.
Do you know that this is a way, right, to pay off a years-long storyline? Mm-hmm. Imagine if Ezekiel suddenly admitted to Kevin Owens, "It was me who threw the pie."
Oh my God.
Do you remember?
Yeah, but that was so random and nobody would remember that. Well, the production, WWE production would bring the footage in, but you know.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking of how, in Shang-Chi, then he created all those portals, right?
Yeah.
Or like in Doctor Strange, then out of nowhere, Ezekiel came out from his multiverse and then go throw the pie in his face and then go disappear.
Well, okay. We're giving them too much credit. Let's not give them ridiculous ideas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, let's go.
Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey. I could care less about this match, to be honest.
It might be a surprisingly good match because they can go in the ring.
But
know what?
Is there any way that Ronda says I quit?
I don't think so.
She's way too protected, her contract. So what? Then make Charlotte, who's your best heel, say I quit, I guess, because she's like, or can you imagine if they redo The Rock versus Mankind? Remember their I quit match?
Fake I quit.
I quit! And then it was actually an audio playing from somewhere.
Wait, so have Ronda said I quit anytime recently?
Yeah, she on the mic, she said, I'll make you say I quit. So okay, you can cut out the I quit .
Okay, perfect. You know what? I think that's their cop-out, but I think it makes sense.
Oh my God, that means we have to see more of this feud. I don't want.
You know what?
Where
I
can,
don't know.
Honestly, where else can this feud go?
Has Ronda achieved the Goldberg effect, where it's the laws of diminishing returns?
Yes, 100%. And they've been portraying her wrong. But we've talked about it before. Let's not get into that. One more match to go, and this is bait and switch. So yes. I was fucking hyped for tag team title unification.
Were you? Is this the first time you were actually excited in a tag team match in WWE for a long time?
And like this, I don't know why this offended me so much, but I was like, to me, that was the one match I was looking forward to. And then on SmackDown, they're like, we're going to make it a 3v3 now. We don't care about that unification anymore. Like, the logic of it just doesn't make sense to me. The whole idea was, remember, Roman told his two henchmen, said, go and get me the Raw tag team titles.
Yeah.
And then 1 week later, I guess somebody changed their mind. I mean, okay, to be fair, it would basically load SmackDown with all the men's championships, which might be bad, but it doesn't have to be a permanent thing. It could be a 2-3 week thing, right? But
I think they didn't want to destroy Team RK-Bro's momentum, or Team RK-Bro's momentum as well.
But then give the titles to Team RK-Bro, and then you can run the storyline where
swerve, right? Swerve.
The Usos failed, and then he or Drew can help them win it. You know what I mean? But now you've taken that stipulation completely off the table, which to me was the hook of the whole show. And I was like, what the fuck? I actually got quite pissed off at that. So I was like,
So now it's just a regular 6-man tag team match.
Yeah, exactly. No, then, okay, if you're going to do that, then make it all titles on the line.
Yeah. At least put titles on the line, because they've done it before, 2009 Backlash, right? They made it 6-man. I remember I actually was quite excited to watch that match where it was like Legacy versus Triple H, Batista, and Shane McMahon. They were fighting for Vince McMahon's honor. But the WWE title was on the line. Yeah.
Eric says, do you guys think this unification being stopped was due to NBC Universal being upset that Fox would get all the titles? You know, there's definitely something to be said there. Could be some executive somewhere is like, hey, go stand, cannot.
Bro,
or
could it be, right, that the real wrestling war, right, is not between WWE and AEW. It's between NBC Universal, USA Network, and Fox. That's the real wrestling war going on, guys.
That's the war we don't see. Look, there's still this Thursday. I mean, not Thursday, sorry. This Friday.
This week's
SmackDown.
And WWE Raw.
And Raw, yes. So I think we might probably get 1 or 2 more matches.
The matches I want to see.
Yeah.
Actually don't really want to see, but you know, it makes sense to have them on the card. Like, we need a Theory match somewhere.
Who has he been? He was messing around with
Finn.
Ali. Mustafa.
Ali, yes. Ali came back. We didn't talk about it. I'm happy to see Ali back after he has been threatening to leave WWE for so long. Apparently, I think Vince McMahon didn't allow him to leave his contract, so he's finally using him.
He's probably gonna just put over Theory, let's be real.
Yeah, probably. But you know what? I think Mustafa Ali will give Theory a kick-ass match if they let them really have a kick-ass match.
Yep.
Could be a hidden gem if they were to be.
Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel.
Yeah. I think in a weird way, and I'm very surprised, Ezekiel has gotten over with the fans.
Yeah. Just because it's this wing, I know, but Kevin Owens doesn't know. My thing is with this, right? It's cute now.
How long?
Yeah. After a while, it's going to be like, okay, this joke has worn itself out.
I do like his gear though. He kind of looks like new age Ultimate Warrior / Randy Savage a bit.
Because he has tassels, right? Like nobody has tassels anymore, and then he has the old school trunks and stuff like that.
Very classic. If you're 80s wrestling fan, I think you can appreciate his gear lah.
So okay, that aside, there's still this SmackDown where they can make all the titles on the line. And then if they do make all the titles on the line, it's quite obvious that Roman Reigns and the Bloodline will win lah.
Yeah, but I feel like now that it's a 6-man tag, honestly, they shouldn't put the titles on the line already. Like they already spoiled the mood,
But okay, then if it's a 6-man tag, no titles on the line, Drew pins Roman for the moral victory.
Or I think not Roman, they will pin the Usos clearly. Okay. But I think them giving the rub to Team RK-Bro, RK-Bro because of Randy Orton, his recent legacy, and bringing more momentum back. Because let's be honest, Drew McIntyre needs all the momentum back again because she has through a lot of shit. So yeah, I think the Bloodline is due some sort of loss because they've been too dominant, bro.
Sure. So and if anything, this sets up a lot of interesting matches in the future. Imagine Roman versus Randy, Roman versus Drew.
Bro, Hell in a Cell, from what I read, is gonna be in a stadium show.
Oh,
the first ever Hell in a Cell in a stadium show. So they're gonna pack that shit. So if I'm okay if they save the unification match for the tag team titles at Hell in a Cell.
Okay. And
so three stadium shows in a row, bro. It's not Hell in a Cell, SummerSlam, and then the UK show as well. So they had to save shit for later. I get it. That's the reason why they just playing placeholder to the Backlash pay-per-view lah. So at the end of the day, we know what Backlash is right now.
Yeah, it's just a filler pay-per-view, like a big show in between. So to me, that's why, like the one thing that was like, something I'm looking forward to was taken away, and now my hype for Backlash is completely like come right down.
I'm still hyped for Seth and Cody. But before we wrap up things, bro, what do you think of the booking of Cody so far?
Hold on. Eric says Hell in a Cell is in Rosemont Horizon in Chicago.
Rosemont Horizon is a stadium show.
Let me double check this.
Rosemont Horizon is, if I'm not wrong, an arena. But I remember they said that they're gonna make it a big show.
Is it? Now we're both googling this shit.
Yeah. All-State Arena.
All-State Arena?
Yeah, is it? That's the one where they had like the CM Punk's versus John Cena match, right?
Oh yeah, so it's an arena show lah, not like a stadium show. You mean?
Yeah. Okay, but I remember reading that they're gonna make it like a huge event. But anyway.
Foreign fake news, huh? Very good.
Hey. We must fact check right now on the spot.
That's why. Anyway, how excited are you guys in chat for Backlash? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being wow, must watch, 1 being fuck it, don't watch at all, 5 being I'll watch it but whenever I'm free, Yeah,
but the reason why I brought up about the Cody Rhodes thing is because I feel like I'm worried about Cody. So far he's still doing okay. He's still like a beloved babyface. But I'm just worried that just overexposing Cody too much.
I think that was the problem. 2 weeks ago we were talking about that, and then like this past Raw, he was only a small bit of a big segment. So I'm like, I was actually quite okay with it.
He just appeared to hug Randy, and then he just appeared in the main event. He never talked, right?
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, they are sort of like easing back a bit. Yeah, so I didn't have an issue with that. Jason's like, come on guys, biggest news in wrestling. And new AAA mixed tag team champs Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti. Yeah, okay, sure.
I saw. I mean, respect to you, Jason, for keeping up with Mexican wrestling.
Yeah, but
they had a big show over the weekend, but good for you.
I'm sure they will freaking reference it on AEW Dynamite and, you know,
they're
add more
gonna bring
heat.
the titles on Dynamite.
And then, after they hot shot the title right back to Scorpio Sky. Okay, if we go down this rabbit hole, we'll talk for another half an hour. So
yeah, no, but we saw the event. Great for them. You know that it's gonna parlay back to Dynamite. And we'll probably have to see Dynamite this week. Raw, Dynamite, SmackDown. We'll see what happens before Backlash, yeah?
Yes, we will. Everybody, thanks for hanging out. Eric says 4 out of 10 for WrestleMania rehash.
Rehash.
Not Backlash, rehash. Jason says -5. Wow, that bad.
Wow, rabak. Okay,
-5 means stop subscribing to WWE Network.
Yeah. If for Jason, that means your only Backlash content you will watch this week is just from our podcast.
Yes,
respect, bro.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we'll be back next week to give you a review of Backlash, because, you know,
why not, right?
I guess. Local wrestling is heating up, guys. Go check out SPW. Check out Grapple Max. Grapple Max has an event on the 21st of May. Fight Club 3. It's going to be interesting because the main event features the Butcher Man. So talking about the Forbidden Door, right? Oh,
it's a triple threat featuring 3 different promotions, bro.
Yeah, Grapple Max's John Day, SPW's Butcher Man, and the guy from Cornelius.
Cornelius Lowe from my PW, right?
My
Malaysian Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, so talk about the Southeast Asian Forbidden Door. It's been open, so tickets are available now. SPW is doing a show on the 27th of May, and I can't wait for that as well. I believe it's going to be in Toa Payoh.
Yes, the week after that. So, bro, end of May is going to be that same weekend as Double or Nothing. So there's going to be a lot to cover. You know, it's like the calm before the storm, bro.
Let's go. May is going to be crazy. Dude, a lot of things are reopening because, you know, government has relaxed measures and stuff like that. So everybody, please go out, enjoy life, you know, whatever sense of normalcy you can get back after these 2.5 years, but also stay safe. Okay, have a great holiday, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast, watching the live stream. As always, you can reach out to us on all our social media platforms. We have a Patreon as well, by the way, if you want to take your support to the next level. We have tiers and all that kind of stuff. Whatever you're comfortable with, link is in the description.
Yes, and guys, please join the wrestling community we have on Discord, Kick to the Gut. We talk about wrestling all the time over there, so the conversation continues before and after the podcast as well.
Absolutely. We'll be back again next Monday, same time, 12 noon. Every single Monday, 12 noon, unless we have to record it for whatever reason. Once in a while, we'll do that. But most of the time, 99% of the time, we will live stream here on Mondays at 12 noon, because, I mean, that's right after a pay-per-view. So that's great timing.
Right after, so next week is right after Backlash. So depending on what time Backlash ends as well, we will come and you know what's one other thing I'm really excited to watch this weekend other than Backlash?
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, Doctor Strange. I'm talking about wrestling related.
Oh, wrestling related. Okay, cool.
Broken Skull sessions between Cody Rhodes and Stone Cold.
Yes, that is gonna be very interesting. I wonder.
You know they're gonna talk about some AEW things over there, right?
He gonna spill the tea. I love it. I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait as well. Okay, guys. So please join us next week. Same time, same place. Let's talk some more wrestling.
All right. As always, it's Mister Young.
FRGN in the building. Take care.
Happy holidays. Selamat Hari Raya.
Thank you, bro.
Kick to the gut. I like it.